Hey everybody, and welcome back to Mondays with Mark. It's Monday, and I'm Mark. Thank you so much for joining me this week. And if you missed last week's video, then that just means you're not subscribed to the channel. So take a moment, hit that button. I really do appreciate all the support that my channel can get. And that way you make sure you never miss any more Mondays with Mark, right? So this Monday, I'm doing another myth busting Monday. And the myth that we're going to go over this week is I'm waiting for the house prices to drop so I can save more money, right? Fairly common objection. I hear it probably about once a day as I'm out talking to people about real estate. And is it really a strategy that's going to save you a lot of money, or is it just a big misconception? I say stick around to the end of the video and let's find out together as I explain my views, and hopefully it'll make sense to you and you can understand what I'm talking about. So first and foremost, let's understand what this myth is all about. So many people believe that if they wait for a significant drop in the housing prices or a market crash, if you will, then they'll be able to purchase their dream home for just a fraction of the cost that is on market for now or was in previous years. Sounds great, right? I agree, but not so fast. Timing the real estate market is an insanely tricky game. And more often than not, by the time you figure out what's happening in the market, it's already changed. So here, so if you're waiting on that perfect time to buy or to sell, it is almost impossible to know exactly when that is. And most people that have benefited from selling at the best time or buying at the best time is mainly just a byproduct of their inert need to make a move at that time. More often than not, they just got lucky. So timing the market is insanely tricky. Other things that can impact the market as well and the values of the homes are, of course, as we've seen in the past couple of years, the interest rates. The mortgage interest rates, as they go up, will bring the house prices down, right? As the rates go up, the less people can afford. The less people can afford, then the lower the prices have to go so that the market can still, exist, right? So while the house you're buying is going to be significantly less than it would have been, let's say, at peak market 2 years ago, your interest rates are much, much higher. So you actually may be paying more money through interest than you're actually saving on the price of your home. So definitely worth a conversation before you make any decisions in that sense. Other things that could cause you issues while you're waiting for the market to come down is that of course it's uncertain. No one knows if it's going to happen, and if it is, no one knows when it's going to happen. So while you're waiting for that, this is actually time that you could be spending building up equity in a home right now and not paying rent if you're renting. And of course, we know that the rent prices have gone up substantially as the demand for rent goes up. So not only are you going to be paying rent, your rent is more than likely going to continue to increase year over year as you're waiting for the market to come down. So you're going to be spending more money while you're waiting for the market to come down. And by the time it comes down, you may not even be able to afford that home that you can afford right now. So a little bit more food for thought. And also, while you're waiting for this market crash, so to speak, you're probably going to miss out on a lot of amazing deals and a lot of amazing homes that may be just what you and your family are looking for, but you don't know that they're there because you're waiting for that market to crash. So, just some food for thought, things to take into consideration if that's your school of thought. And another thing that we as realtors always look at is historical data. As I said before, we can never predict the future. No one has a crystal ball. I mean, if somebody does and they're willing to share, let me know. But from what I can gather, most of us don't have a crystal ball. So we put a lot of stock into historical data and we use that to put current things into perspective. So over the long term, historically, real estate prices tend to increase even during economic downtimes, as some may say that we're seeing right now, the housing market tends to recover and will appreciate over time, full stop, period. Right? Waiting for a major crash is not only unpredictable and uncertain, but it's also extremely rare to see that happen. So, again, just if you are waiting for the market to come down and the housing prices to come down, hopefully some of these points I'm going over may sway you in another direction and realize that you could actually save more money by making a move right now. And like I mentioned before, while you're waiting, your rent is going to increase. Inflation, as we all know, is running wild out there, and that's going to continue to go up. Inflation has always been a thing forever and ever. So over time, the value of your money is going to decrease because of inflation. So again, you may be pricing yourself out of what you would consider your dream home by waiting, and not even to mention the emotional stress that waiting for the perfect time to buy or sell, it can be insanely stressful, right? And then on top of that, all the opportunities that you may be missing, it's just going to compound. It's not going to result in a great time. So, well, Mark, what's your solution, right? If we can't wait, there's nothing we can do right now. What do you suggest? Well, I would suggest that instead of waiting for the house prices to drop, maybe considering some alternative methods to save money, or increase your buying power when you're looking for a home right now. A few things you can do would be working on improving your credit. A better or great credit score can qualify you for lower interest rates, which can save you more money over the lifetime of your mortgage. So there's one option as well. Negotiate and shopping smart. Negotiation skills as a skilled realtor, that's kind of what we do. But shopping around for the best deals can really help you save money when you're buying a home, even when the prices are high. Again, just because something is listed high doesn't necessarily mean that's what it's going to sell for. And that the sellers are motivated. There are a lot of things that can get that price to come down. So don't it's not all doom and gloom. There are absolutely things that you can do, and one of the last things is consider other locations. Expanding your search to nearby areas, tend to, outside of major cities, can come with lower prices and can be a more practical way to save money while still getting a property that you love and enjoy, but building up the equity in that property while you're waiting to make that next move into your forever home, right? Use it as a placeholder that's making you money to use as a jump pad to get you into the home that you're going to live in for the rest of your life. So in conclusion, the myth that waiting for house prices to drop is guaranteed way to save money is just that. It's a myth, and hopefully I busted it for you today. And if not, I'm looking forward to your opinions in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about this. And hopefully you found some useful information in today's video. And as I mentioned at the top of the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Happy house hunting. Happy Halloween, and we'll see you next Mondays with Mark.